Hello, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be showing you how I achieved these Goddess Locs. It was my very first time trying this hairstyle, and I'm not gonna lie, it was a challenge. It was very tedious, it was very hard. There's all kinds of imperfections and mistakes going on in here, but I'm gonna fake it till I make it. You know, that's what I like to call it when I'm still learning how to do something. I'll just fake it till I make it, because I think it turned out pretty decent. Although I know, like, I can pinpoint every mistake, mess up, where I see my dark hair, where I skipped a spot, everything. But I feel like overall it came out pretty decent, so I decided to film it and go ahead and show y'all how I did it. So it took me forever. Like, for it took me probably like 11 or 12 hours, no lie. So, and that's with a few breaks in there. So yeah, it took me a very long time. I feel like because it takes me a long time to do my hair naturally anyway, I guess because I just move slow doing my own hair. So on top of all the steps that it takes for this hairstyle, yeah, it took me a while. But hopefully once I get the hang of it, like next time, hopefully it won't take me that long. So yeah, if you want to see how I got this look, just stay tuned and keep watching. Okay, so to start, well, not to start, I'm almost finished finally. I just have 3 braids left in the front. So I have put moisturizer and oil on each section that I'm doing, just to make sure I'm keeping my hair nice and moisturized while I'm wearing this protective style. And the hair that I'm using is the Freetress Braid Deep Twist. The color is TP 27/613. The package looks like that, and the hair itself looks like this. It has these little blonde streaks in it, which I thought were really cute. And for the lock part, I'm using the Kinky Kinky Twist braid. The color is 27. Looks like this. So what I've been doing is, for the curly hair, I have been cutting it in half because it comes loop like this. I've been cutting it in half to make 2 sections, just so that I could pretty much stretch the hair to make sure that I had enough hair. Since I don't need the braid to be thick and even all the way down like as if I was doing box braids, I figured that I could go ahead and cut it and stretch the hair more, make it last. So now I'm just gonna separate it and get my little section ready. And I've just been pretty much just guessing for each piece of hair. I know all of these are probably like different sizes, like they vary in sizes, which I don't mind because this is my first time doing it, like I said. So it's a learning experience for me. So I'm trying to separate the hair and get the hair ready, like so. And that should be good. So now I'm gonna just take some jam and my toothbrush just for my hair to get my edges together. So now that I've done that, I usually twist it just to give myself an idea of where I want to start the braid, like so. So I'm going to take my curly hair, and I'm not looping it evenly because I need the length on it. So I've been doing it very uneven, like this. And I'm looping it around my natural hair. little bit just to make sure that it catches. And I'm using my natural hair as the third piece to start the braid. And I always have to turn it this way once I get the braid going. And of course, since I have an extra short piece and then of course my natural hair is shorter, I'm just going to add some of my hair to this section to keep the braid going. Because like I said, I was trying to stretch the hair, so I decided to cut it like that, and I still wanted to keep the length, so I just came up with this way to break it off and section off so that I could keep the length and make sure I didn't have to go back to the beauty supply store. So I've just been braiding the hair down until the end of my real hair. I'm not braiding all the way. I'm not caring about how ugly the braid looks because it's going to be covered up anyways. So I've just been like being real sloppy with the braids, trying to move fast and just braid it as quickly as possible because this is not a quick hairstyle whatsoever. Okay, so now it's pretty much down to the end of my real hair. So I'm going to take a piece of the kinky hair, which comes like this. And it's really easy to separate because the pieces are like already like separated in the little bundle. So I've just been taking one piece and I'll take one end and I've been wrapping it around the root of the braid. Now sometimes I wrap it around really good, other times I've had to redo it like 2 or 3 times because it was not wrapping like good at all. So it's just trial and error for me, y'all. Trial and error. So after I wrap around the roots, I try to go ahead and start wrapping it down the braid itself. So what I've been doing is holding the braid with one hand, taking the other hand, wrapping it around, and then just like pulling it a little bit, trying to make sure I don't skip a part. Like right there I just skipped, so I'm going to try to wrap it over again and go up a little bit, which is not working out, so let me redo it. So yeah, I told y'all it's just trial and error for me. So let me try again. Wrap. Wrapping the beginning is like has been the hardest for me. Once I get down the braid, it becomes easier. Okay, and that's the end of that one. Some of them I've been adding hair to it depending on if I wanted more lock and a little less curly, but I've been doing them different throughout. So some of them have more curl to it and more lock to it, depending on which one, because I've been like just doing it differently depending on how I felt at that particular moment. So for this one, I think I'm gonna add a little bit more to it. So what I've been doing when I wanted to add hair to it, once the hair became too short, I just take some more of the kinky hair and just cut some, and I just place it right there where it kind of stopped, and start to do the same thing with wrapping it and just start overlapping the old one to make it, to add some length to it. And then I've just been stopping once I got to my desired length of where I wanted to make the locks stop. I just go ahead and stop there, but this only has a little bit on the end, so I'm gonna go ahead and just wrap this all around. Like so. Then I take my nail glue, which dries clear on the hair, and I'm just gluing the end piece to make sure that it doesn't start to unravel. Like so. So yeah, that's the technique I've been using. I guess it's been working out. I've came this far with it, but it has been so tedious. I have had to take out so many and redo them from messing up, and the lock didn't look right. I even had some times where I was twisting it and the twist or the lock started to look like a twist, like a two-strand twist, which of course is not the look I was going for. So it definitely takes some practice, like, to figure this thing out, because I feel like I really didn't figure out how to twist it properly until like I was halfway done. I kept messing up, and I'm still messing up depending on everything, y'all. This is just hard for me. But I'm gonna fake it till I make it. So I'm gonna do one more. And just do the same thing. adding some hair to the shorter pieces so that I can continue the braid down. Okay, that's the end of the hair. So I of course want to add some because I don't want this much curly left. So again, I'm just going to take an extra piece of hair, place it there, and just continue to wrap it around. Okay, I'm gonna need to add more hair again to this one. Okay, now I'm at the end of that one, so I'm just gonna go ahead and glue the ends. Like so. As you can see, my wrap is nowhere near perfect. You see my black hair right there, but it's all good because I don't care. So y'all gonna go ahead and do this last one, and then I'll be done. I'll be back.